And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. With me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley. So, it's a miracle that we're even doing this.
That's right.
Because outside, I said as I came in, it looks like Mordor.
The world's on fire, my friend.
At least in central Jersey.
The world's on fire. It's bad.
A fire started in Canada, and now all the smoke. It's settled over New York City, like the worst of it.
If it's this bad here, what's it like up there? Can't be good.
In Ontario, I can't even imagine.
Can't be good.
What it's like.
This is how bad it is. Baseball postponed. No Yankee game.
Thank God. Thank God, no Yankee game.
Okay.
Thank God.
Right.
Put me out of my misery with these losers.
Well, you postpone your misery for one day.
My God.
Doubleheader tomorrow.
Before it's doubled tomorrow. Jesus.
Yeah.
So, for you, thank God Lucas Giolito / the White Sox. Actually, no, the White Sox. Giolito was taken out after 6 no-hit innings. But thank God for you that the White Sox did not finish their no-hitter, because if that happened...
Oh, yeah, it would have been over.
I would
have heard the scream from here.
I was... No, on this show...
Yes.
Tonight...
Okay.
I was going to be volcanic.
Wow.
No,
I love it when you get volcanic. I'm not going to lie. But...
No, I'm saying... I would have gotten... So you would have... stat padded on noise complaints. You would have gotten kicked out of it. It would have been a problem.
There's no one here, so...
No, trust me. It would have been a major issue.
Okay.
If the White Sox finished that no-hitter.
Okay, well...
It would have been legendary.
I'm glad the Yankees didn't get no hit then.
Although we're probably going to get a big rant because they're going to lose... probably their next 20 games because Aaron Judge is out with a big toe contusion. That's a new one.
Got a bruise on his toe?
It was something with the... It's legit.
He stubbed his toe?
No, really hard, dude. When he made that catch at Dodger Stadium.
Right.
I'm not faulting Judge for the injury.
Okay.
Like, I'm not faulting Judge for getting hurt. And... I guess it's wise to play the long game in this situation. Sure. I don't know.
He's been fairly durable lately, right?
Yeah, that's the last couple years. And this one was like a freak accident, though. It's like he ran full speed. Now, that's a lot of inertia.
It is for, what is he, almost 7 feet?
He is 6'7" and weighs like almost 280 pounds.
Okay.
So
almost 3
of pure just muscle. Like he's built like a rock. So he is
like
that's
rock.
a lot. Yes, built like the
rock.
The rock. Yeah. That's probably why he's getting some tissue injuries the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Probably why Stanton's hamstring is made out of string cheese.
Yeah. Well, all right. So pretty minor, at least he didn't pull anything.
He's going to be out for a month. Please. This is how the Yankees
month
work.
No,
probably.
I love they call it it's called a right great toe sprain. What does that mean?
Basically, he stubbed his right big toe. He said great toe as
great
in like
toe sprain.
I'm not going to show my toe on the internet, although I'm sure there are some people who would like to see that.
Sure. Okay,
so but
right.
it's like it's your big toe. Your big Ming. It's the big toe.
Right. Okay. So retroactive to Sunday. So yeah, I mean, 10 days. 10 days. Yeah, for 10 days. Big deal.
Please, the Yankees do this all the time. 10 days.
Really?
10 days is the minimum. Retroactive to 3 days ago. So best case scenario, it could be out a week. Worst case scenario, it could be out for over 70 games. And knowing the Yankees, I tend to believe that the latter is more likely.
Okay. So
because the Yankees medical staff, I swear to God, it's Dr. Nick from The Simpsons.
Hi, everybody.
Dr. Hartman from Family Guy.
Okay.
And whoever the doctor is from South Park.
Okay.
That's the Yankee medical staff
okay,
we're talking about here. So some very incompetent people we're dealing with, as evidenced by their players dropping like flies. Like, the Yankees have not had a fully healthy roster all year.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to say that's bad luck.
Judge out. Stanton still out.
Okay, Judge,
Coming
I could say is bad luck, but Stanton, you knew that was going to happen.
Stanton's Glass Joe, dude.
Bader, okay, let's not call him Glass Joe.
Yeah.
He's made of glass, but he's more, okay. If I were to make a Punch-Out character equivalent to Giancarlo Stanton, I'd say he's more Bald Bull than he is Glass Joe.
Okay. All right.
Glass Joe is DJ LeMahieu because the guy cannot.
Can't stay healthy.
The guy cannot hit a baseball further than the infield without, like, pissing himself or something. I don't know. DJ LeMahieu
What
is
happened,
the worst.
man? AL batting champion.
The Yankees paid him, and that made him
Was that 3 years ago?
bad player. Yeah, the Yankees paid. Thank God we're like halfway through that contract.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he started developing injuries, and
Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader has had injury history before he got traded to the Yankees.
Okay. Nestor Cortez.
I'm thinking that might just be a phantom IL thing. I don't think Nestor's actually hurt.
All right.
Although Nestor Cortez, I feel like the struggles are apparent at this point. It's not a mechanical issue. It's the fact that I think the pitch clock has a lot to do.
Really?
With,
Throwing him off his and of course your big signing this offseason,
Carlos Rodon, who has also had injury issues that the medical staff should have known about. Like, I have a conspiracy theory about all this, and I'm sounding ridiculous when I say this.
Okay,
but I feel like the Yankees sign all these injury-prone players to obviously drum up interest to get people to go to the games and make their money, but also when they get hurt and the team inevitably underperforms again, they can just say it's the injuries. It's a built-in excuse.
Really?
It's a built-in excuse
for
Brian Cashman. They sign these players all the time.
Right. They
all the time they sign them.
You're telling me they did it on purpose?
I don't know.
Hell of a conspiracy theory.
Okay, I don't think. Okay, I don't know if they do it on purpose, but it's a
hell of a
built-in
conspiracy
excuse.
theory. Not.
They'd much rather sign injury-prone players so they can make the injury excuse as to why their
shocking
process,
accusation from Calvin Woolley.
Their process, it's an excuse. When these injuries go out, it's Brian Cashman is going to come out with his big press conference.
Not my fault.
When the team is 10 games back at the All-Star break, and he says, well, we've been dealing with a lot of injuries. There's nothing wrong with our process. It was just bad luck. I guarantee he is going to say something along the lines of that.
Probably.
Even though he's the guy who brings in these players who have detailed injury histories in the case of Rodon.
Right.
Detailed injury history.
Okay.
And he doesn't store up on depth at all because he does not have the foresight to see all these injuries coming. And that happens
every year, though.
Yeah, it happens every year.
Year.
Yeah, it's not bad luck. It's a terrible process. It is a terrible process. And when I see people tell me, like I see Yankee fans try and tell me, trust the process. Or Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone say, trust the process. From Randy Levine or Hal Steinbrenner say, trust the process. You know what the term trust the process came from? And this is why I hate it.
Okay, tell me.
The term trust the process, if you remember, came from the Philadelphia 76ers, their GM, Sam Hinkie, to sell their fans on losing.
Okay.
The term
that's a
trusting the process.
That's a loser comment.
Yes. Thank you. Saying trust the process is a loser comment. And the Yankees have become infested throughout the organization. Just this loser energy. This attaboy, we'll get him next year type of energy that has permeated throughout the organization that has made people like me not take them seriously.
Wow, hell of a turn of events. Remember when the Yankees were winners?
I don't. I was born in 2004.
Oh, yeah, good point.
I was 5 years old in 2009.
Okay, yeah.
I started watching baseball in 2012.
Right.
Got swept in the ALCS. 10 years later, you know what happened? They got swept in the ALCS by a team they couldn't beat in the playoffs for the life of them.
No.
When I was in elementary school, it was the Tigers. through the rest of my life, it was the Astros.
Yes.
And I guarantee the same thing is going to happen this year if they make the playoffs.
Well,
They are either going to lose to a team in their own division or they are going to lose to Houston. If they play a team in the AL Central, you know what? I'll give them a chance. The AL Central seems to be the only division the Yankees can beat in October, although a very pissed off Joey Gallo in a playoff series
that'd be funny.
would very much. I bet it would be
funny.
I bet you would love that. You would love to see Joey Gallo go yabo on the Yankees.
I would.
Like 3 times in 2 games in the wild card
it'll
series.
be either that or it'll be Aaron Hicks hitting a walk-off home run.
Or the Orioles, I was going to say. The Orioles. Oh, it's your turn.
Yes.
It's your turn. Well, you guys haven't beat us yet. Boston's beaten us like multiple times. Tampa's beaten us. Hey, after 5 years of being our doormat, why not?
Yeah,
Step up.
Look out. Not anymore.
You guys aren't losers. I'm jealous.
Not anymore.
I see your team. That's a team that has urgency. That's a team, and I'm gonna call on the great Mike Francesa here.
Okay.
That is a team that has some spark.
Some spark.
They have a spark. Okay. Now the Yankees, who are more interested in making a big buck than winning, unlike the old man George Steinbrenner, they do not have a spark. Okay. They are, and I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm sorry, I got called like it is. They are losers. Okay. Losers.
Now hear me out now. Yeah, losers.
They are losers. What have they done the last 5 years?
Good point.
What have they done since they last won the World Series?
Good point.
They have this team loses in extravagant ways. They don't just lose. They lose in style.
Yes.
They really, their losses, the Yankees have been the victims of multiple franchises like greatest moments in the last 14 years.
Yeah.
Everybody except for the Twins and the Indians/Guardians.
Yes.
Houston, most of their great moments all time have come against it. The biggest home run in Houston Astros history came against the Yankees.
It did.
Tampa Bay, 2 of the biggest home runs in Rays history came against the Yankees.
It did.
Now I'm going back to 2011 for
Sure.
first with Evan Longoria, but Mike
Sure,
Grasso
but geez.
homering off Aroldis Chapman, who
Yes.
threw at his head, which I don't think Aroldis Chapman intentionally did. I just think because he
can't.
sucks that much as a reliever. But
Well,
now
you don't have
he's
to-
dotting 104 at the corners in Kansas City because of course he is.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, I look at the standings now. If Houston tanks a little bit, there could be 4 AL East teams in the playoffs, which would be
okay,
awesome.
Houston's not tanking because that is a team of winners.
No,
They
but-
are not losers. They show up when it matters. Every single one of those players, they show up in the clutch. They know how to get the job done. Would the Houston Astros have allowed Sebi Zavala, who came in to last night's game with an 11 WRC plus and allowed him to go yard in your own stadium twice? Would the Houston Astros have allowed that?
No.
No, there
They're winners.
is
They're winners.
there are maybe 2 other teams in sports who know how to lose extravagantly, like the Yankees.
Yeah.
One of those teams is the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Right.
Another one of those teams is the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
Surprise, all 3 are washed up organizations who act like they have more prestige than they really have. Granted, it's not as bad as the Leafs. Nobody loses.
no.
Nobody has nobody has mastered the art of losing quite like the Toronto Maple Leafs. But no team has mastered the art of losing in baseball quite like the Yankees in the last decade and a half.
Yeah.
And my parents say, their time will come. They're the Yankees. I'm like, yeah, exactly. They're the Yankees.
They're
They're
the
never
Yankees.
going to do it.
They're the Yankees. And
Yeah, but the Yankees mean something different to you than to me. When you think of the Yankees, you think of Derek Jeter and Bernie Williams and Paul O'Neill, and going further back, Don Mattingly giving you nightmares.
A-Rod, Posada.
Yeah, A-Rod, Posada, all those guys keeping you up at night, thinking about a playoff series against them. Meanwhile, the Yankees I see guys who are frail, both physically and mentally. I see a team that is always competitive enough to drive fan interest and, most importantly, make money. But a team that is not good enough to get over the hump in October and lose and do nothing but lose and do it in very, very, very historic ways.
Yeah.
They know how to lose. Those are the Yankees that I have seen.
Yeah. Well, here's your Aaron Judge stopgap. Billy McKinney, everybody.
Oh! Billy McKinney! Oh! Who has a career on-base percentage of 277!
277.
Oh! 28, baby! Billy McKinney! Oh!
Get an 8-9.
Yeah, the Yankees are going to get the most out of him, because if it's any team who knows how to get the most out of their players and maximize their value, it's the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Boy, they totally haven't ruined multiple players and then shipped them off only for them to see immediate success in their new homes.
Yeah, thank you very much, by the way, for Aaron Hicks.
Screw you. Oh, my God.
Budding all-star Aaron Hicks.
Harsh. He's hitting like Barry Bonds because of course he is.
Wait, I looked it up. So, small sample size, granted.
Oh, God.
Currently for the Baltimore Orioles, in 5 games, he's hitting 400 with a 500 on-base percentage, slugging 733 for a total OPS of 1.233, 3 walks, 2 Ks. Now, his BABIP is 417, so that's not going to sustain. That's pretty... but, thank you. Although the Orioles are still 2-3 with him in the lineup, but could be a lot worse. So, thank you very much, New York Yankees, for your cast-offs. That the Orioles, I believe, they're paying about $400,000 of his... whatever.
The Yankees are going to be paying Aaron Hicks to single-handedly knock them out in October. And I'm not trying to say it was a bad decision to cut Aaron Hicks. Oh, I think it was a good decision to cut Aaron Hicks. Sure. It's just, of course, he landed right in the laps of a division rival.
Yeah, no, he's playing like the second coming of Ted Williams. Thank you very much.
He's Ted Williams. Although, you know who's really putting together a Ted Williams-style season right now? That's Luis Arraez out in Miami.
Yep.
Dude, he is literally hitting 400 right now. He's been an everyday starter for them since opening day.
Yeah.
So and I see analytics nerds putting out his baseball savant page. There's too much blue here. He's a bad player. It's okay, first
whatever.
Of all, there is such a thing as an elite contact hitter that analytically does well. He has a WRC plus of 161. So real analytics nerds who look at everything, who look at not only peripherals but also result-based stats. No, that Luis Arraez is definitely a very good baseball player.
Yeah.
Even the analytics nerds who actually know how to decipher analytics, unlike the people in the Yankee front office, they actually know how to use analytics.
Yeah. So all this to say, the Yankees. Yeah. Here we go again. Everyone falling apart. People's body parts falling up, stubbing toes, IL stints. And can they keep it together? Currently in 3rd place in the AL East, but
falling fast. 2 games ahead of Toronto in the wild card spot. Who, they would love to get one over on the Yankees. Finally,
sure they would.
Alek Manoah just got sent down to the Florida Central League. Although I am in no place to laugh at any other team because I'm a Yankee fan.
You can laugh. I can't. I got no love for the Blue
can't
Jays.
Laugh at Alek. I can't laugh at any other team. My team's the biggest joke in baseball. What the hell do you think? I'd be a hypocrite. I'd be a hypocrite if I laughed at anyone else.
Yes.
The Yankees are the biggest joke in the tri-state area. They're the worst team in the tri-state area. I will happily say that. Well, not happily. I hate them, but I can say with confidence that the Yankees are the biggest tire fire in the tri-state area when it comes to sports. Even a bigger fire than the one that is currently cast over us right now.
Wow, that's how big the fire is.
And by the way,
That's how big it is.
Last night, the Yankees put up that performance in front of tens of thousands of fans who made the trek out to inhale, to breathe in, and
Toxic smoke.
And get
Toxic
smoke and ash into their lungs, into their eyes, just to give them that performance.
Yes.
Disgraceful, although the Yankees don't care. At least the people in the front office don't care. No,
sold tickets.
And the players are just the most happy-go-lucky guys out there. I swear to God. I'm acting like Frank Fleming. This team has turned me into Frank Fleming. I'm out there looking at fans on Twitter. I'm like, he's smiling. We're having a great time.
Oh, yes.
You know that happens sometimes. I'm turning
Happy
into
fun time.
I'm turning into Frank the Tank. It's like I see Yankee fans. It's like, why should Yankee fans be concerned about Aaron Judge? We have IKF. I'm like, dude, are you even a fan?
At least
Does this piss you off at all?
At least he's not injured.
Of course, all the bad players,
healthy.
all the bad players have perfect health, but the good players are the ones who get hurt because the only good players we sign are the ones with injury histories.
IKF's
The only productive player on this team who has stayed healthy is Gleyber Torres. That's it.
Wow.
And even then, he's had a couple of bouts with injuries. He's just the most available, productive player. He has like a 120 WRC plus. Like, he's a fine second baseman. Now the Yankees are talking about trading him because they're too stupid. It's like, oh, wait, he's too healthy for him to be an excuse for when we inevitably blow it in October again.
Gleyber Torres, New York Yankees Iron Man, everybody. Gleyber Torres.
I'm sorry. If you're a Yankee fan, how can you be positive about this team? How can you be positive about it?
Well,
like, does this not piss you off? Like, how can you still willingly look at this and see all of the backlogged data out there that says this team is not going to win a World Series, not for a while, and still look at this team and be confident and still willingly buy tickets and go to Yankee Stadium? And how can you have fun? How is this fun to anybody? I hate this team, dude.
Does this guy look like he's having fun? No.
I'm not having
No,
fun.
he's not
Sure,
having
is
fun.
it good?
No fun at all.
Does this make good content? Yes.
Yeah, well,
I'm like Steve Dangle.
Yes, it does.
Although my misery is nowhere close to the misery that guy has felt
Right.
throughout his career. God help him. At least he's making money off of it.
Oh, man.
But I mean, dear God. Dude, it's like, I'd much rather be wrong and have this team succeed than be right and see them fail. Because if I was concerned about being right, I wouldn't be acting like this. If I was more concerned about being right, if I was more concerned about some like invisible credibility meter going up every time this team proves me right, because day in and day out, all this team does is vindicate my pessimism. Every week I come in with some new reason to lose it. And I don't have any of my other teams to distract me right now. When the Devils were still in the playoffs, I didn't care about the Yankees.
No.
And they got knocked out. These bums, these losers, these failures are all I have to watch. Failures, that's what this team is. I'm not talking about like individual players. They're going where the money takes them. I can't blame them. But good Lord, dude, it's... how does everybody seem fine with this? How can anybody be fine with this? How can anybody listen to any Yankee fan complain and have all of this thrown in front of them and then say, oh, you should be more grateful. You're spoiled. Year in and year out, this franchise puts out a statement that says winning is paramount to us. If we do not win the World Series, it is a failure.
Yes,
No
I hear that every year.
excuses.
I hear
No
that
talk.
in March
No
of
talk.
every year. March of every
No
year.
talk. Well, the Yankees literally posted a hype video last year that said, no talk. We're done talking.
Right.
And then all they do at the end of every year and all they do
Well-
throughout the season is make excuses
Well, I guess it
for
wasn't our
why
year.
they're losing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
I'm not.
Not by a long shot. Wow.
My God.
Wow.
So I hate this team. I hate them. Genuinely. I have no soft feelings for anybody on this team. And after that Dodger series, part of me was like, you know what? Maybe I might buy into this. You know, they got a couple of guys.
Took 2 out of 3 against the mighty
Took 2 out of
Dodgers.
3
Yeah.
against, I mean, they're also an expensive bunch of losers, too.
Sure.
And also, I saw Yankee fans making such a big deal out of that series, like it was the World Series. And I tweeted something to actually call a little fire, and like got some people attacking me. Although it got more likes than replies, so I guess a lot of people agree with me. But I said it was like I can't believe that there are Yankee fans who are treating, or I can't believe that Yankee fans are treating on this Dodger series like it's the World Series. But I guess it's the closest we're ever going to come to high stakes baseball against a National League team, so I guess it works. You gotta scroll. You gotta keep scrolling.
I'm going.
Keep scrolling.
Jeez, man, look at you. Keep going.
The one that has like 14 likes.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, there he goes. I love how Yankee fans are treating this series like it's the World Series. It's the closest we're going to get to high stakes baseball against an NL team. So
I get IGs, I guess.
I guess it works. Wow. 3,190 views. Wow, you set off a small firestorm here. I love it.
Not as big as the firestorm that made me
I love it.
nuke my account last
Right.
summer.
Oh, yeah. Well, just for a little bit. You came back.
Well, I nuked my previous tweets.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you deleted almost pretty much all of them.
I went out of my way.
At Cam Woolley Show, everybody. You should be following it. It's pretty hilarious.
I gotta clean up my act.
Yeah.
On Twitter, at least. I
Well,
have to clean up
it could
my
be
act on
worse.
here.
You could be the Washington Nationals. Steven Strasburg.
No. Dude,
They're-
Steven Strasburg won a World Series for them in the last, like, when HDTV was a thing.
Right. He did, but now
When flat screen TVs started becoming normal, Steven Strasburg was their World Series MVP. I would be fine with, like, this team being injured and losing like this if they got a World Series out of it. If the Yankees somehow, and I'm saying this right now, if any of my teams win a championship, that earns them like a year of me not complaining about them.
Okay. Well, all right.
Don't try and tell me, dude, I'm sorry. The Nationals have been way more successful than the Yankees in the last 10 years.
Oh, sure. Well, they won the trophy. But
They won their trophy. They actually did something that the Yankees are never going to be able to do, and that's beat the Astros in October.
yeah. Still, they might have to eat $245 million, dude.
That's tour, but they don't care. They won a championship. They don't care.
I think they care. That's a lot of money.
They are sure the people who care about money.
That's a lot of money.
They care
though.
about that. Again, this podcast isn't on Forbes, dude. This podcast isn't on CNBC.
Sure.
It's on a shared universe. This is my show. I care about sports.
But they've so far about to pay $249 million.
I'm not that guy from Forbes who wrote an article about how the San Diego Padres and AJ Preller are making unsound business decisions when they traded for Juan Soto and Josh Hader at the deadline last year.
Yeah, he's thrown 31 innings so far. And these injuries don't sound minor. Like, where's it, thoracic
Don't
outlet?
try and tell me
Now-
that some other team has it worse.
Well, there is a team that might have it worse. They're
No,
called the
they-
Texas Rangers. And DeGrom,
The Texas Rangers have the
They-
best offense in baseball.
they do.
And
but
they already have another Cy Young contender on their team.
true.
And again, their owners don't care about money. They spend so much of it trying to build a good, dependable team. And that's what they built. Ezekiel Duran, former Yankee prospect. No, he's not a quadruple A player with the Rangers.
True.
And
But-
although Jacob deGrom is going to
5 years, $185 million. He tore his UCL again. Out for the season.
Please, you're trying to tell me that there's
Second
some
test,
GM
possibly,
out there
possibly.
dumber? You're trying to tell me that there's a GM out there who's dumber than Brian Cashman? No. No. Do not. No. No.
There's got to be one or two.
No team has had, no GM has had as much job security and has had as much financial resources to go out there and build a championship winner and has failed as much as he has. Billy Apple on the Mets is at least probably gonna fall into one at some point. Even though the Mets are also a disaster of their own. Well, I mean, they're the Mets, but
if you look at things right now, San Diego underperforming. They got freaking all-star. They have so many all-stars on their team. The
thing is, but none of those teams are the Yankees. There's such a high bar with the Yankees.
San Diego's in 4th place, man. What's their freaking payroll? And they got that's a juggernaut team on paper.
The thing is, I can trust them to right the ship. That's the thing.
Okay, we'll see.
Remember, they played quite a few games without Fernando Tatis Jr.
They did.
Although they did lose a series to the New York Yankees.
They did.
That is a damning indictment on any team to lose to the New York.
Well,
I'm stunned that the Yankees somehow found a way to win 36 games. Any team who loses to the Yankees should immediately fire their manager and blow up their entire team.
Right.
I am dead serious. Losing to the Yankees is the most embarrassing thing any team can do right now. I'm being serious when I say that. There is no bigger embarrassment in baseball than losing to the Yankees, especially now without Judge.
Yeah.
Nobody takes the Yankees seriously.
Man. Well, you got Big Brian filling his shoes in though, so. Well, we'll see. I can't help but smile at all this. So, this is how I felt.
Yeah.
This is how I used to feel.
But the thing is,
every year
you didn't have any expectations.
True. I still don't have any expectations, and I'm still waiting for the the other shoe to drop. But so far, can't complain. Can't complain at all. I'm smiling. I'm grinning ear to ear right now.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure you love this.
I am. And again, thank you for Aaron Hicks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, cast your votes in the All-Star ballot coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't even know. I guess we.
Aaron Hicks, Adley Rutschman.
We do one every year, so I guess we gotta.
Oh, do the ballot? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it another week or two because we gotta see how these guys' numbers shake out.
Okay.
But whenever as close to the deadline as humanly possible,
okay,
that's when we'll do our All-Star team.
Okay.
The best All-Star team, the most accurate All-Star team in the sport, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you could be the Rangers and the Nationals. They just threw a bunch of literally a big pile of money.
I am sure
in the toilet, flushed it.
The Yankees have wasted $2 billion in the last decade. That's nothing.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you that.
With Jacoby Ellsbury.
Good point. Yes, good point. Yeah, and what's with the second coming of Aroldis Chapman?
I haven't
pretty well
seen a single Aroldis Chapman highlight since April.
No, still throwing pretty well for the Royals. He's on the trading block. It says I pulled up an article from NJ.com. Headline: Yankees quitter. Aroldis Chapman is on trading block. Here are the terms: Yankees quitter.
Who wrote that headline?
Aroldis Chapman. That's a great question. Let's give some credit here. Bridget Highland for NJ Advanced Media for NJ.com. Yankees quitter. I'm not inaccurate.
That is accurate.
Did quit, missed a workout. They kind of just see you later. Yeah. What are his stats? 2.95 ERA, 35 strikeouts, 2 saves.
How many walks?
It doesn't say, so probably a ton. I mean, it's a Chapman. I can look this up, but we know it's probably a high number. Still, 2.95, which is down from his ERA of 4.46 last year. So, yeah, he went 4-4 in 9 saves, 43 appearances. Not great last year. And your heart started racing anytime they put him in. So, Ken Woolley looking up how many walks.
He still has a high,
of course,
per 9
Chapman.
innings.
It's Chapman.
He is averaging 5.91 walks per 9 innings.
Ooh, that's a lot, man. Holy
Which is
crap.
one whole walk per 9 innings less than last
Last
year.
year? Okay, that's a.
He's averaging way more strikeouts, but
He's
his
improving,
walks,
is what you're telling me.
his fastball has climbed up by 2 miles an hour.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
I would not put it past Aroldis Chapman, start doing, some of this. If you can't see, I'm doing a very bad,
He's-
hand
yes.
sign of a syringe.
Right. Yeah.
Don't they do the steroids like don't
In
they
the butt,
shoot-
yes.
They shoot it in your ass.
Yes. That's the Canseco way. Yes. That's how Jose Canseco did it.
The A-Rod way.
That's how A-Rod did it. That's how Mark McGuire did it.
Sammy.
I'll give some credit.
Barry Bonds probably did in his head the way.
That's how big it was. Yeah. I'll give Chapman some credit. I was at Coors Field the other day or the other month. I was there. There was a party being thrown there, so I went, and the pitch machine was, the one where you throw the ball and it clocks it.
Mm-hmm.
I threw it as hard as I could, 44. That's my fastball, 44 miles an hour. I'd say it was off though. I'd say that thing was off. Felt like I threw at least 60.
Everybody
but-
says that.
Yeah. I
What the hell are you doing at Coors Field?
there was I was
Let me get you right. Some
I
kind
was
of
there.
con.
I was there. I was actually podcasting. I was helping someone podcast,
Oh, really?
and it was a trade show. So it was a trade show podcast. Somebody there threw an after party or pre party at the stadium. I was like, that sounds cool. Wander around an empty Coors Field. I'll go to that. And they had the push machine down. They're supposed to have the batting cages open,
Oh.
and they weren't. I was like, what the hell, man? Want to hit some baseballs? So I threw in the pitch machine, and I got up to 44 miles an hour. So I think, I don't think my
Like,
career's up.
did you do a proper wind up or did you just?
No, I wound up, but I have no technique. I don't pitch, but I did do a wind up. I threw it what I thought was as hard as I could. 44 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, 44 miles an hour to the average human being coming at you. That's
That's pretty slow. It's not fast.
yeah.
That's not fast. Yeah.
60 feet away from you, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So,
Now also, you got to throw it on arc if you wanted to.
right.
There are some eephus pitches that have been recorded at
Like faster than that, yes.
40 miles.
Yeah.
No, there are some eephus pitches that
40?
record similar to that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this happens every year. You can't be shocked.
I'm not shocked.
Can't be shocked. But you can complain about it, which you did. I love it.
I'm past the point of being shocked about this team.
I see that.
I'm past it.
I see that.
I'm past it.
see that.
Again, I'm frustrated. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Well, if this smoke and fire ever clears up, you got a doubleheader tomorrow. A 2-for-1.
Then we're gonna get swept by the Red Sox.
Then you got the mighty the rivalry, the mighty Red Sox this weekend.
and then we're gonna get swept by the Mets because
2-game series against the Mets next week.
the Mets at Citi Field is always a painful experience, and then the Red Sox at Fenway Park, which will probably include Sunday Night Baseball at Fenway, which we all know the Yankees love Sunday Night
They
Baseball
do.
at Fenway Park,
Yes, they do.
where something crazy happens on national TV, and the Yankees display what they do best in front of the whole baseball world, and that's lose in style.
I'll be here for it. I'll be here for it. Definitely be here for it. Then Mariners, Rangers, A's. At least you got the A's and the Cardinals at the end of the month, at least.
If the Yankees lose a set against the A's,
Dude.
I will.
Dude. Well, we'll hear
Oh,
we'll be hearing all about it.
the first game of that A's series is the night before a recording day.
Yes.
Oh,
So that'll
if the Yankees lose that game, oh, that will be that. Oh boy. Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Friday, June 23rd, at home versus the Rangers, it is Marvel Superhero Night, where you get a Derek Jeter, Captain America inspired bobblehead.
The Yankees
Is
marketing their
Jeter
past.
is Jeter Captain America? Yeah, I guess so.
TJ Oshie's Captain America. That's the only
Oh,
Captain
sure,
America
sure.
there will be in sports.
Will they do that? Are they
Christian
giving?
Pulisic is making a decent bid, though, even though he's not even the captain of the U.S.
They're doing that. They got to make a Cal Ripken Iron Man bobblehead then over at Camden Yards.
Yes,
I
dude,
say.
that would be perfect.
Yeah, be cool. I don't know if they are, but I'm sorry, Iron Man inspired, not Iron Man. Iron Man inspired bobblehead. That'll get you past the lawsuits. Yeah, for sure. for sure. All right, so you're not going to be attending a game anytime soon.
No, I'm
You're
not.
not giving the Yankees
I
money.
am
Your
not
hard-earned money.
I'm not giving those complacent assholes my money.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You're New York Ranger, or you're New York Yankees, everybody. You're
New York Rangers, Yankees. I mean, there's not much of a difference at this point. Both teams have gullible fan bases who get hyped up really easily over washed-up players who are given a bunch of money only to lose to their rivals in the playoffs.
Good point.
Although in the hockey realm, if you want to look at a team that cares about winning, you want to look at a team that has a good culture, you want to look at a team that has some urgency. Look at the Devils.
Yeah,
Where's another moment for me to appreciate the New Jersey Devils?
I know, which feels good to be even saying those words. Because it wasn't like that for a long time, my friend.
I also have started to appreciate the Giants more and what they have done in the last
Sure,
year.
huge improvement last year. You gotta be happy. You gotta be happy.
Although the Devils, it's really just the Giants aren't one of the best teams in their respective league. The Devils have a wide open championship window.
All right. Good point. Good point.
Oh, man. Guess should we talk about the Cup final now?
Oh yeah, for sure. Golden Knights, Florida Panthers. I went into this saying, all right, Knights consistently great team all year. Panthers played pretty good, made the wild card, got super hot during the playoffs, took out the dreaded Boston Bruins. Yeah, now they're looking pretty bad right now.
They sleepwalked by the Leafs, which anybody can do in the playoffs. And then they bodied the Carolina Hurricanes.
They did.
And if we beat the Hurricanes, let's be real, they would have bodied us.
Probably. But yeah, now they're getting killed and not looking good. Got their clock clean 2 games in a row. And
you want to talk about a fan base that's dealt with no pain and no adversity at all. Look at Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, they've had a few years of playoff losing, but they never really dealt
they made
with.
playoffs. First year.
Yeah, first year they made it to the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. They're outscoring in 2 games. They're outscoring Florida 14-3. I can't even remember the final scores.
I think first game was 5-2. Second game was 7-2. So it's 12-4.
4. That's a big differential right there. However, it's the finals. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Look at the Devils.
The
Devils Rangers series. Devils got the clocks clean first 2 games, rebounded, came back to win in game 7.
Granted, that was after a big goalie change.
Sure.
I was after.
Good point. Yeah, they're not taking out Bobrovsky's as far as I know, but I don't think it's all his fault either. But did the Panthers get cold at the wrong time, or are the Golden Knights just as good?
As much as I hate to say it, I think it's the Panthers getting cold at just running out of gas. Sergei Bobrovsky not being able to hold this up.
They did have a long break while Golden Knights finished off the Stars. So.
That's another theory of
a big break.
Wanting to. I mean, although the big break in hockey, I'd argue that benefits you because you
rested.
It's multiple games where you're not getting hurt, and let's face it, it's multiple games where your opponent is getting hurt.
Right.
So
hockey, it's a rough sport, my friends. So
those guys are tough. If Dougie Hamilton had a contusion in his big toe,
he would. Can you imagine?
And I hate saying this because I don't I hate calling athletes soft by not playing.
But
They're legit injuries.
comparatively,
but Dougie Hamilton played with like
one hand,
like a
he
broken
literally had
wrist,
one hand,
a broken wrist and hand that needed surgery. Dougie Hamilton making $9 million a year played through that because he knew like his team needed him.
Right.
Meanwhile, Judge making $40 million a year stubs his toe really bad. Though granted, like it's like big toe, you don't screw around with that. Like I get it. But
I mean, no one's gonna tell you that baseball players are tougher than hockey players. So.
But hockey,
no one's gonna tell you that.
Hockey players are the toughest, meanest people on earth.
Absolutely.
There is no more physically demanding sport than hockey. But that's why I say, like, objectively, I think hockey is the best sport in America. Objectively,
sure.
Like objectively, I think, like, all things considered, entertainment value,
well, we know that the
parity,
sure, excitement, everything, yeah,
skill,
sure,
value, I mean, value, and there's not as much money in hockey, but
no, but so you're getting a good value for your ticket price. They're not crazy. Not like football.
Devils playoff tickets were the same price as Giants regular season tickets.
Yeah, exactly.
There's way less commercials.
Right. And now it's
and the athletes are there's not a lot of assholes in the NHL. Sure, there are assholes, but you don't have guys like John Morant who are like openly like pulling out guns on their live stream, like on Instagram.
Right.
Like,
they're
Like, I'm sorry, like Jack Hughes.
It's not pulling out a gun.
Yeah, like nobody's pulling out Glocks on Instagram.
In NHL and the NHL, no, that's not happening. Good point.
Like you look at the NBA, like you have Nikola Jokic, who's like stone faced, just like doing his job, and it's
killer,
just
man,
really good at. I'm sorry, when your nickname is the Joker, you're a really good player,
right?
That series has been going on. That's entertaining. Like, this is the first NBA Finals I'm actually, like, happy about. That I wouldn't mind if either team won.
Yep. I mean...
Like, last year was the Warriors and the Celtics. Like, I actually like the Warriors. I always liked Steph Curry.
Sure.
I always liked Klay Thompson. I always liked the thing that they had. And, like, Boston, I didn't want them to win because it's Boston. They don't deserve happiness.
Nope.
And...
and they didn't.
The year before, it was LeBron versus the Heat, and obviously I'm not going to root for LeBron.
Nope.
I'm not going to root for a Mickey. 2019, it was Warriors-Raptors, and I was sick of the Warriors by that point. Like, I was rooting against them. And the 4 years before that, it was Cavs-Warriors, so and everybody hated the NBA at that point.
Yeah. This final's pretty good, though. It might go 7.
If this series goes 7, like I do not mind. Like the only NBA playoff games that I watched this year, like I didn't watch Game 1 of the finals, but I watched Game 2. Like I've watched 2 NBA playoff games this year. I watched Heat Celtics Game 7 because it was whole 3-0, the whole big excitement around that. Everyone was watching. Like I had to watch that. It was the only time I watched a playoff basketball game or hockey game.
No,
because Knights Stars Game 6 was that night too, and that ended up being a blowout anyways.
Big blowout. I watched that too. Caught the end of the Celtics Heat game. Game 6.
And also, not for nothing, I'd rather listen to a panel with Shaq and Charles Barkley on it than listen to a panel with Paul Bissonnetti.
Say what you want about Shaq Barkley, but they're entertaining.
That is the only halftime report. Like, I literally said to my dad, I was like, well, hold up. Just Shaq and Chuck are coming on TV.
Yeah. Keep this on.
I'm like, well, I got to listen to this. And Charles Barkley, all he does is spit facts.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley is like one of the very few people on TV who can say whatever he wants and not get fired.
And he has.
Like, he can say whatever he wants.
Yeah, yeah, and it just bounces off him.
Although I think he got told to stop doing the San Antonio women bit. If you remember, Where he was talking about how like San Antonio just has like fat women down there,
He did. Oh my God.
and like he made it was like a bit for 10 years
Right.
until like 2021 was like,
Yeah, they're like, you can't do that
like
anymore.
dude, it's
Yeah,
like
dude.
dude, come on.
Yeah. Will the Knights sweep?
I can't see this being a sweep.
Nah, I
I can't see this being a sweep. A gentleman's sweep, maybe.
Okay. I'd say it goes at least 6.
Maybe I'd be inclined to agree. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. This seems like Vegas.
Panthers are not this bad.
This seems like Vegas's year though. With the way
I
this
agree
goes,
with that.
They are a well-oiled. They have everything that you'd want on a hockey team. You got star power. You got Jack Eichel. Also, dude, Jack. Although it would not very much please me to see Jack Eichel win a Stanley Cup because he's kind of a. Although that's more Buffalo's fault. What happened with him though?
Sure.
With his injury and
Sure.
all that.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be a sweep, but
I was happy to see that he didn't get traded to the Rangers because all he was connected to was the Rangers.
yeah.
Is one of the players that the Rangers were rumored in that didn't actually end up going there.
Yeah. 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 Anyways,
Also, the Columbus Blue Jackets made a couple of more bad decisions.
they did.
They they hired Mike Babcock as their head coach,
Yes.
and then they traded a first-round pick
Provorov. Yeah.
for Ivan Provorov.
Ivan Provorov. Okay.
So I of course, like I use every bad decision that the Columbus Blue Jackets make to jab at Johnny Gaudreau.
Yeah, as we should.
I would say it's Johnny Gaudreau, like he said, like when he got the phone call from Columbus, like he knew that's where he wanted to be.
He took the
Like
money.
Johnny Gaudreau could have been line mates with Jack Hughes.
Yeah.
He could have been line mates with Jack Hughes. He thought he was going to be playing with Connor Bedard, and now
Not happening.
he's stuck with one of the most problematic, at least socially speaking, one of the most socially problematic players in the NHL, and Ivan
Yes.
Provorov, you know, with his stance on like Pride Night and all
Right.
that.
Yes.
Like, why the hell do you care? Wear the goddamn jersey.
Yeah, Johnny, you made a series of bad. You made a pretty bad decision.
Financially, hey, no
Well,
state income tax.
True.
Like, he's making his money. And then he's making a lot of money. He's making a lot more money in Columbus than he would be making here. But
Would you rather have money or would you rather have championships?
like, I'd be making more than enough money in Jersey to win Stanley Cups. I mean,
Exactly.
Isn't that why
Exactly.
why you become an NHL player?
Yes.
Isn't that why you become a professional athlete in the
Yes.
first place?
Rings. Yes. Hoist that trophy, man. Exactly. Or at least win a couple playoff games.
If I was interested in making money and not having much expected of me from my team, I'd be a baseball player and play for the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Sure, you're not safe from fan ridicule, but
No. No, he would have got a warm welcome here. But
dude, him and Jack, him and Jack would have had like 115 points each playing with each other.
I think so.
Dude,
Yeah.
that would have been.
I think that's
that would have been the one of the best lines.
that's a
in
sad
hockey.
part because it would have been good for everybody, for us anyways, for us and him. If he would have just
Like he was getting the deal that I like remember that Spit and Chicklets interview, not like word for word, but I remember it was like his agent was trying to get a deal done with the Devil.
Yes.
And then like he was almost a Devil.
this close. I
And
remember.
then-
Then he
although
fought-
I mean, Timo Meyer might have been like a better like scheme fit for the team though. Like if it was either Johnny Gaudreau or Timo Meyer, it's
Right.
like you think about it. Like with Dawson Mercer playing the way he's playing, it's like you don't really. I mean, like you got Bratt and Mercer who are
sure.
like Mercer all of a sudden just shot up the lineup to become a top 6 winger.
Yeah, we saw that. He filled in great for Jack Hughes when he dislocated his shoulder. So we saw it, man.
but
We saw
like,
it. He was-
what? but like 57 points, playing a great tour.
Yeah.
I think
I love Dawson
I
Mercer.
think Mercer is gonna fit really well with Heischer in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Although I'd be fine with him playing with Hughes though.
Yeah.
Although like him and Heischer defensively, that's a very solid line.
Right. I'm just glad he's on the Devils.
Yeah, and we got Timo Meyer anyway.
And
We didn't have to give up much.
No.
For him either.
No. McMadoolin. Yeah, I think we're okay.
McMadoolin.
Yeah. I think for once, Devils made some good decisions. A lot of them.
The Devils
actually.
have been making a series of good decisions.
Yeah,
Last year.
it's paying
Like,
off.
I have not had much problems with the way the Devils have managed their
No, it
assets.
felt weird to not hear you complain about them, but there's no complaints to be had. Not this.
Would I complain about the on-ice product? Yes, but I knew that the organization, like, I actually trusted that process
Right.
because that was the process that actually worked.
Yep, I remember. Yeah.
They didn't jump the gun on trying to compete immediately and sell off a bunch of their
Nope.
assets.
Nope. Let them develop. So,
Like, they let them develop. They made smart moves.
did.
They managed their cap space beautifully. I mean, to have a team this good
Thankfully.
and have this much cap space,
Thankfully, because
is-
there are other teams out there that are. I don't know how they're going to do it. They got no cap space.
And again, that puts the Devils in a position where they can take advantage of other teams.
Oh yeah, move
Pad
to
cap.
jettison. Yep.
Catman. Like, I saw this article, and it was saying, like, no, the Devils should target, the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're going to be going through a bit of a cap crunch.
Yep.
Devils could go after Ross Colton from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Ultimate Middle Six. Grew up a Devils fan, too.
Yep. Okay. Good. Hey, come on over.
The ultimate
Come on
Middle
over.
Six, just two-way guy. He'd fit perfectly on that third line.
Yeah.
And also grew up a Devils fan.
Doesn't hurt, little home.
Big Devils fan.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Make room for that cup, New Jersey. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but it's looking
let's
good,
not
man.
get ahead of our. Dude,
Looking good, though, man.
This team looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I am beyond thrilled with the way things have gone with the Devils.
And yeah, I can't wait to see how this offseason shakes out. So, for sure, for sure. Oh man, hey, yeah, it's gonna be sad when all these finals are over. Then what? We got baseball until preseason starts. You'll live. You'll live. Preseason's starting pretty soon.
Wait, the NHL offseason.
Well, there is that too. Yeah.
We're gonna have like a week of that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like a week, maybe two. Maybe 2
yeah.
weeks of that. That can distract me from the Yankees. Oh
Well,
God!
we have to watch esports until then, or.
I caught there was a super major for Smash like last week.
Yeah.
And I saw it, like one of my friends who's like in the scene, like he tweets like, yo, MK Leo and Spargo are like two of the best players in the world. They were playing in losers bracket.
Yeah.
Like on the loser side, so it was like sudden death. Like whoever won, like moved on. Whoever lost got knocked out of
Right.
the tournament entirely. Because Smash brackets are double elimination.
Yes.
It was the best of five, and Spargo right now is seen as like the best player in the world.
Right.
And MK Leo is like the former best player in the world. People were like saying like, he has sort of faltered a bit, but it was best of five. Spargo went up 2-0. MK Leo switched the character that he was using, and then like he beat him 3 times in a row.
Wow.
Like and again, like I tweeted this. I said this is why I hate the fact that Nintendo doesn't foster or bankroll a competitive scene for Smash. Like everything in the Smash scene is all solely done by the community.
Right. Yeah.
Like Nintendo hates it. Nintendo's
They shouldn't
disgusted
hate
by
it, but
And yeah, esports is a massive industry, dude.
yeah.
And like because Smash is the best spectator esport out there, bar none. There is no esport out there that is more entertaining and more tense than that. Like I was watching MK Leo versus Sparkle, like Game 5, I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah. Hey.
Edge of my seat, dude. It's like everything in that game is it's all like micro spacing.
Yeah. One-on-one fighting, man.
Like frame data. No, it's worse than other fighting games when it comes to like how minuscule everything has to be. And this is coming from someone who's tried to like pick up on like the finer parts of Smash.
Right.
It is such a precise, and there's such a steep learning curve when it comes to it. And it's beautiful when there are two players who are going at top of their game. Like, and there's so much like the art of like neutral alone would take like 2 hours to explain. Like proper neutral in Smash takes years to develop.
Right.
Like I'm shocked I've improved as much as I have over the last like 8 months because
Oh, you're
like
playing good competition.
like
learning-
yeah,
learning a lot.
I have been sparring with some decent players.
Yeah, for
but,
sure.
Like overall, like I'm still like garbage at Smash. Like compared to the like good players, like
Right.
I am mid at best when it comes to Smash.
Still.
But also, I use a character like I main Captain Falcon because
Yes.
like I like to be a crowd pleaser. But like he doesn't have any zoning. He doesn't have a lot of proper spacing tools. Like he doesn't have any like aerials that are like safe on spacing. And even then, like his back air, I guess, which like in order to really maximize use of it, you gotta pull off a bunch of precise.
Right.
You gotta like move the joystick like back to when you're facing the other way and then jump to make it work, and I can never make it work.
Yeah.
Like if I do learn how to make these things work, then I am going to be very dangerous. But
Yes. Look out, everybody. Look out.
no, you don't have to. You don't have to. Yeah, I Mario Kart's really the Mario Kart is the one game that I am confident. It's like, yeah, I am cracked. Like Mario Kart is the one game which like I could go up to anybody. It's like I will beat you.
Yes. All right.
I'd probably beat you in Smash too, but
Oh no, that's a definite.
like
Yeah, I'm
you-
not good at
like
Smash.
you in Smash, I mean, like
If I win, then it's pure luck. But I use Bowser, so
and against Captain Falcon,
that's not a good matchup.
like your combo food, like that.
Pretty
That's
much,
what
yeah.
so you have a massive hurt box,
Pretty much, yes.
and Captain Falcon's it's all about like stringing together combos and all that. That is something that I've gotten better at. Like the last couple days, I picked up Smash. I've gone on a little decent run online as of late, but
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, well. One day we'll just play. Maybe during that we'll look it up. I think we played once before, right? We did a long time ago.
We've never played video games together.
Oh, we should stream. We should at least
Well, yeah,
record.
you brought like a Switch into,
I did.
into the studio, and I'm like, oh, you got Smash.
Yeah.
Well, I played a couple of games, and that was when I was like super duper bad. Like I was like 15.
We might get one in here just so we can stream some games, some couple races.
Like if your like Switch at home isn't being used that much, although like your kids like Tears of the Kingdom that just
Yeah.
came out, so I'm pretty.
Yeah,
sure.
I might just get one in here. Just
The Switches.
Why not,
aren't-
right?
Switches aren't super
now.
duper
No.
expensive. Like Switch, like they're $300. Like
Yeah.
sure, $300 is a
No.
chunk of change, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll stream some gaming in here for sure. So, well, I'm sorry the game got postponed, but
no, don't be.
Hopefully,
no, I'm happy.
hopefully we don't go out tonight and die of smoke inhalation.
I'm not gonna die of smoke inhalation.
I mean,
it
would have been
it
an
is-
interesting game to see play in that orange haze out there.
Yeah, New York City is literally like the most unsafe environment on earth right now.
That in New Jersey, yes, the air is literally toxic right now. Which
There's an air quality alert
okay,
around here
okay,
in Red Bank until midnight on Friday, June 9th.
wow.
The air quality right now is at 302.
Which normal is what
Which
between
is-
0 and 50, I think.
Yeah.
302,
This
okay.
right now is viewed as, quote, hazardous.
Hazardous. Okay. Great. Thank you, Canada. Blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
Blame Canada,
blame
everybody.
Canada.
Blame Canada. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Baltimore is down 0-3 right now. I hate the Ghost Runner extra innings rule. By the way,
You only hate it when your team loses because of it.
too much advantage to the home team, in my opinion. I know they both
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah, yeah. There
Come
is
on.
definitely an advantage to the home.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it, but
Well, Central Jersey right now has a worse air quality than New York.
great. Thank you. Thanks. Well, what else is there?
In New York, it's 244.
30 and 303 or 330?
302.
302. And getting worse, probably. All right. Thank you, Canada, yet again.
Oh, boy.
Oh, well, good luck to all the teams in the finals. And, yeah, I can't wait to see what the Yankees are up to in a week. That was it's a good rant. I missed it, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
missed it.
That was my first good one in like a year.
I missed it.
Like over a year, that was my first good rant.
missed
Because the Giants and Devils haven't given me anything to be pissed about.
Right. Well, yeah. Yeah. It's odd. I like that I do like to see the Giants doing well.
Yeah, yeah. All right. I think that about does it here.
All right.
I've run out of things
Okay.
to talk about. All right, so from Ming Chen and a Shared Universe podcast studio, I am Cameron Woolley. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, stay classy, New Jersey.